Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This video lecture is for class 12th subject economics. And dear students, today we are going to start the fourth chapter of your syllabus, that is forms of market and price determination. Dear students, today we will discuss the term, that is meaning of market. What does market mean? Dear students, in an ordinary language, the term market is used in a sense of particular locality or a place where the buyers and sellers of a commodity assemble and strike bargain. But in economics, the term market is used in an entirely different sense. Dear students, in economics, market refers to the whole of a region within which the commodity is bought and sold. The traders may be spread over a whole town or whole region or a whole country, and yet forms a market if they are connected by means of meetings and other means of communications with each other. Dear students, for marketing of any commodity, there is no necessity of buyers and sellers coming together at one place. A famous economist, Conant, has defined market as he defined this market not any particular place in which the things are bought and sold, but the whole of any region in which buyers and sellers are in such free intercourse with one another that the prices of the same goods tend to equality easily and quickly. Dear students, however, there are certain determinants of market. That is, there are certain things which constitute the market. The first among them is buyers. That is, there must be a buyer for any commodity to constitute the market for that particular commodity. Dear students, if there are no buyers for any commodity, then there is no market for the commodity. The second determinant of the market is seller. Along with buyers, there should be large number of sellers too. If there are buyers of commodity but nobody is there to sell it, there can not be a market. And the third determinant of the market is region. Market is not any particular place, but a region which may cover closely connected buyers and sellers of a commodity. The region may cover a state, a country, or the whole world. Dear students, if we analyze today's world, most of the buyers and sellers are connected through the latest mean of communication, that is via internet. Therefore, market is not any particular place, but market is constituted by when large number of buyers or sellers are connected by any means of communication. Dear students, the another constituent of the market is commodity. If there are buyers as well as sellers, but if there is not commodity, then there will be no market. So commodity is essential for the market. Without the reference of a commodity, the term market would be meaningless. Every commodity has separate market as wheat market, jute market, gold market. Another essential point and another determinant of market is that there must be close competition among the buyers and sellers of commodity. The buyers should compete to buy at lowest possible price and the seller to sell at higher possible price. And another point relating to the market is uniform price. At any time in the same region or market, there should be a uniform price for the same commodity. These were some important determinants relating to market. Now, as far as the size of market is concerned, by size of the market we mean the total number of persons and the total area where the commodity is bought and sold. If the commodity is bought and sold by large number of persons in large quantities, then the size of market is said to be wide, otherwise small. The size of market depends upon number of factors, such as first one among them is demand for the commodity. The extent of the market for commodity depends upon its demand. Greater the demand, larger is the extent of the market. If the demand for a commodity is limited, the extent of the market is said to be narrow. The extent of the market for this commodity will also be limited or narrow. Another point which determines the size of market is extent of supply. Large demand is not sufficient for the market to be wide. If the extent of the supply of the commodity is limited, its market will also be narrow. Large supply helps us to widen the extent of the market. And another point which determines the size of the market is durability. The extent of the market for a commodity also depends upon its durability. Durable commodity like gold, silver, etc. have wide markets. On the other hand, for perishable commodities like vegetables, some fruits, etc., the extent of market is limited because these commodities cannot be stored and transported to long distances. Another point which determines the size of market is portability. The extent of the market is wide for those commodities which can be easily transported from one place to another. The commodities that are difficult to transport from one place to another have a narrow markets. Dear students, this was a brief discussion and a brief introduction about market. This was all about today's topic, that is what do we mean by market and what are other terms related to it. So dear student, this was all about today's topic. Thank you. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz Nasir.